I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My groove is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Well, it looks like somebody wants a shout out, but they're not gonna get it. That has to be one of the biggest insults I have actually probably received on this channel so far. How in the hell can anyone not know what woke means? Well, you're saying, what are you saying? Are you saying I don't know what, the trans mayhem is? Or are you saying I don't know what the, affirmative action nonsense where they just hire people because of their race, or even possibly because of their gender instead of what they're good at? Do you think that I'm stupid and naive of the fact that there's a lot of fucking feminists out there that for some reason hate, I could say traditional love, but really it's just love in general. They don't like the idea of a woman being loving in pretty much any way towards a man. I already know. I already know about these people that are beyond trans, where, you know, they're not even, you know, respectful, like somebody like Offensive Tranny, whose name is Marcus something, Marcus Dib or something. I don't know what his name is. I forget what his name is. Man, I already know. Okay? Don't even start that shit. The reason why I addressed things, you know, and I know all about the so-called money gap between the so-called genders, you know. The reason I worded things the way I did is because a lot of these woke women, they're not like modern. They're not like, well, they are modern women. They're not like they're not like full-grown women. You see? They're like little children. And it's mostly their emotions. You know, they want to be pretty, they want to be called pretty, and that they're the best all the fucking time, and, you know, it's even more ridiculous when it's a fucking grown man doing it. But if you read what the video said, what it actually said, the video is my thoughts on woke Disney and Ho White. So this extends beyond just Snow White. This is the Disney in general. And you want me to tell you the truth? I was insulting them partly because I don't want Disney to improve. They done fucked up big time. They done fucked up, you know, they done put too much shit in the movies, you know, making characters a different race when they don't need to be, changing shit up that doesn't really need to be changed, all to try and profit off of a bunch of Karens that probably were smoking crack at the Biden rally. I know all about it, okay? And it's time to start making the Disney archives. You know, taking stuff like Song of the South, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, and Lion King and all that shit. It's time for somebody to just march in there, you know, sort of reproduce every single original movie that Disney ever made and sell it for archives. because, you know, you might want those movies and stuff, I don't know, to show your kids and stuff about the history of Disney and, you know, how it was once like Rome, you know, and fell like Rome, because it's pretty much dead. And, you know, they don't really deserve a comeback after putting that bitch up there. You know, when I say that that the new Snow White looks like Michael Jackson and that Brett Cooper is prettier than the new Snow White, that might look like some kind of objective, superficial, carnal opinion, but it's really not at all. It is partly an objective fact, but it's mostly, you know, that person inwardly is a piece of shit. She don't care about the original source material, saying, you know, it's not 1938 anymore, 1939 anymore. Who cares about, you know, the fucking original, you know, she's in love with somebody that was stalking her, and, you know, like, she hates the original. So, I mean, you know, she's just ugly, period, man. It's just ugly. Her heart's ugly. You know, I don't think that the lady that did, you know, Little Mermaid, I mean, it wasn't necessary for there to be a black Little Mermaid, but I don't think she's ugly. That person just, maybe it's the same person, maybe I'm a dumbass, but that new person, they just seem genuinely ugly. It's just the way they act. Maybe I didn't get enough of it, but I just... Let me see who plays this fucking Little Mermaid, though. And, you know, I mean, the company didn't need to just die. It's an amusement park at this point. The other companies need to take over. Period. Right, some lady, I don't know who it is. You know, but that other lady, that one that's doing Snow White, she just genuinely, you know, inwardly, especially, and just outwardly ugly. Her facial expressions are just fucking ugly, or the way she talks, the way she thinks is just ugly. Yeah, that's really all I had to say about that. I mean, that was really insulting. I don't know why that comment exists. It really is counterproductive, because the fact of the matter is that like, yeah, I know, but at the same time, she's a narcissistic bitch, and, you know, the best way to get her to ruin her roles is to tell her she's fucking ugly, because she's a piece of shit anyway. And, you know, she's anything a man tells her, despite the fact that she pretends that she hates men, she's going to think it's true if a man tells her, you know, she's a narcissist. And that's all there is to it.
Forgave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My groove is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga.